This is the craziest contraption. Where I've got my little thing over here, and then the little thing to record, like with my face and then my voice, that are separate because microphone. And then I got my phone laying on the laptop right in this corner, that has all my pictures that I'm gonna try and decode. Oh, I'm also gonna have to figure out how to throw in videos there. Anyway, I also have my coffee, and I really want to go inside and get some apple fritters. But I will feel bad, so I'm not. Also, I got a fly in this coffee recently, so not like today, but like I'm concerned that there's going to be another fly. Very concerned, especially after Flygeddon. Flygeddon is not to be. So when I came in on Monday, over the weekend, Clarence and Vicky had done a bunch of stuff with their bees and harvested all the honey. So there were little bee carcasses in the sink and bees that were trapped, because I learned that they'll come and like clean up any leftover honey, which is cool. But they were really depressing. So I went on a rescue mission, and I came in and I was sunburnt because I was acting like a rich lady over the weekend with somebody's rich uncle's boat. So I was burnt from surfing on the boat, which was cool. Not the point. So then I spent the day, I glazed a bunch of stuff. I worked on making Lynette's opal. When I was making Lynette's opal, we ran out of rutile, so we had to ask Philip to hand us some rutile, which was nice. It was like I had already mixed up all the stuff, and then we were 16 grams short on the rutile, which isn't like a lot, but it's enough that it would be a problem, and we didn't want to waste all the materials, and it looked like it was enough. Anyway, got more rutile and fixed it, and then I glazed all the stuff on Monday because I was hoping to get it out by Friday to go to like a craft festival that I was invited to. I still cannot figure out the name, but I know where it is. But everybody is pronouncing it really differently, so I don't know what the name is. Then on Monday, I was also taught how to use the spray booth. I know how to use a spray booth, but this spray booth is different. So I figured that out. So here's some pictures of the stuff that I sprayed and kind of my intentions with it. I was trying to layer some stuff with it, and I got it thick enough for most of them. There was only one mug out of the whole slew that had 2 light in the spray booth, which is pretty good considering. And then there was a brown recluse in the spray booth, and that was scary. And I had a standoff, and I hit it with the air gun a bunch, and then it got mad. So then I put it under a cup. I have not lifted the cup. I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait for it to die while I'm gone, because this is the last day. I'm kidding. I'll lift the cup. If I lose an arm, though, it was for Bobtown. I did it for you guys. Then on Tuesday, I finished glazing everything because I don't know. I guess I underestimate how long it takes me to glaze things, and then I underestimate how much stuff I have, because it's not like a ton. It's not like a ridiculous amount of things, but it's a lot of stuff that I've set a lot of intention with. So I set a lot of intention with the glazing, so it took me all day. But I got them all done on Tuesday. We loaded the kiln, and then there was more phone stuff to figure out with the Bobtown iPhone to get Zoom on it and everything, and to get it fully running with all the bells and whistles that Bobtown would need. Wednesday, everything came out of the kiln. Here's my little video about it. Okay, so vlog time. I have a PSA, okay? Because I get lots of questions about why animals and why fish. This is very targeted for the few people who have asked. And this is why, okay? The glazed flops of what just came out of the kiln, okay? She didn't do what she was supposed to. It's supposed to be like a dark brown, kind of like this color, sort of. She's kind of like this. Look, a moon. Like, it's fine, but it didn't give what it was supposed to give. And it continues, okay? Okay? Look, these ones right here, the glaze did not perform as it was supposed to. This was supposed to be a lot cooler. She's kind of boring. She still will sell. Like, it's still like quirky, but it's not what it was supposed to do, or what I thought it was supposed to do. Same thing with this one. It was too thin on the outside. Okay, so it's got like this light brown in there. This brown's great. This outside, not so much. But the fish never fail. Look, this is the same brown that this was supposed to be. Look, flawless. Literally the best that this glaze turned out on was on the fish. Okay, and then we got the classic turquoise. Okay, I put a turquoise on a bunch of stuff. Look, it's even cuter because it has fish. Look, the fish make it perfect. You can't be mad at the fish. And then the sweet pea, you know, like on this one, she's still good, but like, you see how it's kind of muted? Look. And guess what? A fish. A big old fish. And now she's like so much more green. The glaze likes the fish. I like the fish. You should like the fish. They're cool, right? Like this one. This one here, okay? Lynette's opal. She didn't really want to cooperate. She's basically clear over these strawberries, okay? Which is fine. I think I'll reglaze it anyway. But look, on the rim, she said, look at that. She did so much for the fish. They love the fish. Who am I to complain? Truly. Who am I to contest this? The fish are calling me. A lot of it was like ochre and brown and blue, and they're all colors that I really enjoy, and they're all colors that sell really well, which was the whole point of them being just brown and blue pretty much. But overall, I would say it was really, really successful, all the stuff that I did. Also, something interesting from Wednesday is the test tile results, because they were not how I expected them to be. So on Monday, I finally got to do a couple of the glaze tests that I was talking about, specifically with ketchup red and high-no matte. Ketchup red is just like Randy's red. It's just a thick brown red glaze. Pretty simple. Red's really difficult to get because it's so temperamental. And then high-no matte, which is usually like a green matte glaze, and it's toxic. But I wanted to, when I layered it before for my first ceramics class, it went crazy, and it was like black with like these little green fuzzy bits on the bottom and super drippy, and the black was like glass, like you could see your reflection. It was super cool. And so I wanted to try and see if I could mimic it and like what would happen, you know, part of the whole experimentation of it all. But I don't know what happened. Truly, I couldn't tell you. Because I did the high-no matte without the copper, because that's how it's green, and I wanted to see if that played a role. So here she is. She's white and matte. How lovely. And then I'm looking at these, and I'm like, oh, well, the ketchup red just didn't turn red. It was brown, because it's done that before, right? So I'm looking at this one, and I'm like, well, there's the ketchup red. Maybe that's why it didn't do the black thing. Or it could be the copper, you know, up for debate, because it didn't do it. But that's just them mixed and combined. So then I go to my trusty other one, and this one is the layered one, and you can see kind of what I'm talking about with the fuzzy bits right there. Like those things, but they were green with the copper. So again, a mystery, because it did this, it did those trails with the cool things on them, but it's not black. At all, by any means. What's black was the ketchup red. That's obviously not red. It's like a dark brown. It's pretty. It's nice, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And I think we've added a ton of red iron oxide to our ketchup red recipe. So I don't know if it was too much red iron oxide to the ketchup red, which it did not have before when I first did this, or if it needs more so it'll be red, or if it's a kiln thing also because it's so temperamental. So I'll have to try again at school maybe. But I did experiment. I did try. I think the high-no matte is a beautiful base. Too bad it's chock full of barium, so it is not food safe. But yeah, that's my day on Wednesday. So after I took some videos of the stuff I had, but it was a little overwhelming, and then I got started on opening the Etsy shop and getting an account and getting all the stuff ready. And then I worked on the videos and the vlogs I will have to get them all up this week. Look, about the videos, okay? I knew they would be a headache, but I really didn't want to write anything. And they just, it's not a problem. I don't regret doing the videos, but I didn't understand how long they would take me. And then it's really taking a toll on my computer for all the storage, because I do all this vlogging stuff, and it's got probably 1,000 pictures from this whole 2-month vlog thing, and videos and recordings and all the things. And then I also play Sims on it and just absolutely tear this thing to shreds. So it's not really wanting to upload the videos, and they're all just going to have to be done Friday or Saturday of my last week. That's when they're all going to have to be uploaded. So they're done. They just are being really tricky. And I'm hoping to figure it out today, Friday. But that's what I did on Wednesday. Then on Thursday I came in. I wasn't in for very long because there was a whole mix-up about me coming here, and which was just a miscommunication. And then I didn't stay for very long because I knew I didn't want to stay until 5 because I had stuff to do at home. But then they had to leave for a doctor's appointment at 2. So I did what I could with that time, and I took so many pictures of everything I had. So on Thursday, after I took the 170 photos and videos of all the stuff that I made, I went home and I was getting started on uploading everything to Etsy and getting it all figured out. And then I ran into a little roadblock because I didn't have any of the measurements or sizes for it, because I didn't think about it, because I just thought my hand. But it makes sense that somebody who's going to buy it is going to want the sizes and things. So I came in today, Friday, and I took measurements of everything, just the width and the height. I didn't want to do depth or anything silly like that, because that just seemed like a waste of time and unhelpful if you're going to be buying it. I've still got some unglazed and unfinished stuff, which I've just made a plan that I'm just going to hike it out of here, because I've noticed a lot of people use Bobtown kind of like storage, and I don't want to do that, just because I want my stuff to be readily accessible so I can get it through quickly, and I just don't want to use Bobtown as a space like that. But for today, for my last day, I've really just been working on video stuff and trying to finish out these vlogs. After I measured everything, I talked to Vicky and Clarence, figured out some logistics about me keeping extra stuff here and when I was going to leave it, and final paperwork things, which I'll be back on Monday to finish, because I still have to work out all the things for that, which I hate paperwork, but paperwork has to be done. It's what makes the world go round. So it's my last day, and I'm sad about it. I don't like it. I don't want to go to school. There's nothing left for me to do. Looking back at the list that I posted on week 3, so my first goal was learn basic glazed chemistry. Done. From my days off in week 6, and then just kind of scattered around. I watched some of the John Britt videos. I didn't get through the whole series, but I got through most of it. So I did learn basic glazed chemistry. And then starting my brand and business, that's what my whole stock is for. So I got that done. I didn't end up getting it on Etsy because of file conversion nonsense, but got it on Instagram, got it on TikTok. We'll get to Etsy eventually, but I'm going to need different pictures for that to work out. And then proficiency with video editing. I think I've been doing a pretty good job. I think I've figured it out. I have made 10 videos, 11 videos over 2 months, which is crazy that I did that. So I would say I'm pretty efficient at this point. And then experimentation. I did the test tiles. I tried new forms. I tried the plates. I kind of expanded a little bit. And yeah, so I would say this has been really successful for me. So to close, I'm really grateful for this experience, and I'm really grateful for Bobtown. I'm not gone forever. I'll come for wood firings. I might come a little bit to visit. But yeah, thank you, and thanks for watching. And that's my summer.
That's terrible. Okay. I hate this.
I hate this. Golly. Okay.